process, I met hundreds of SMEs around the country. And it was very interesting to see the kind of mindset that people have towards selling, towards marketing and branding. And I thought I'd start with that and say that, in a nutshell, we can identify these as being the sort of mindsets that people have. The entrepreneurial mindset is about spotting an opportunity. It's about saying there is a game happening over there, and I must play that game. And then they try and say, okay, how's everybody else playing the game, and how can I play the game? Maybe I can make it cheaper. That's the third thing. And when you ask people, who are you going to sell this to? And it's like, I'm going to sell to everyone. Okay, whoever wants to buy it, I'm going to sell to them. You try and price it lower because the thinking is that, if you've got the good enough product, then if you make it cheaper, everybody will buy it. And then this whole idea that marketing is very expensive and that branding is very expensive. And so I don't want to do it, or I'll do it some other time when I'm richer, when I'm bigger, and so on. So I'm going to take on these 5 mindsets and suggest that that's the wrong thing to do. So the first point is to say, don't play that game. Change the game. And I'm going to just tell you stories of people from India, around the world, who've changed the game and benefited. So let's start with a story from Mexico. This is a small company called Cemex, or at least it was small 15 years ago. But by then it was an old company, 95-year-old company from a small town called Monterrey in Mexico. They made cement. And you think about cement and you say, what can you do about marketing cement? I mean, you make it and put it in gunny bags and put a name on it, and that's about it. But they got a new CEO, part of the family. He was a 4th generation CEO from that family, and he said, nobody really wants to buy cement. What they want is concrete. And he was the first guy who innovated this, and he said, I'm going to stop selling cement. I will have no cement dealers. I'm only going to deal with my big customers, and I'm going to tell them, when do you need concrete? I will give you concrete at that time, at the place that you want it. So he invested in a fleet of, these kind of trucks. He invested in a GPS system at the time. It was unheard of, so that he knew exactly where his truck was and where his truck was supposed to reach, and he changed the world. Today, he's the 3rd largest cement company in the world, but the most profitable and the most valuable, the highest market cap.